Hello guys and welcome back to the TP Link European Open. My name is Tony. I'm here with Calvin and we have TCM taking on Exertus. We're pretty far through the losers bracket now, Calvin, so getting down to the nitty gritty of things.
Yeah, we're in losers round 8, starting off on Freight Domination, and we're on board with Flux. He is just going to be pushing over to B. He's got his teammates in support, but he is not going to commit to B just yet. They want to get a few players down. Orbit Lewis and Moose exchanging shots. Orbit Lewis, so someone hasn't changed their gamer tag around.
Yeah, it's Marky B, I think. Marky B is joined on Lewis's gamer tag, but at the moment, good movement by Flux. He's going to get himself around behind Exertus. That's going to move by him. He's going to get some control of that. There's one. There's the second as well from Flux. Going to be looking for the third as well. Not going to quite happen, but good awareness by Flux there. Does manage to pick up the three-piece, and TCM should get a hold of B right now. And they do so.
Yeah, where Flux's position is pretty much making a nuisance of himself. He does get taken down in the end by Viz. We're hopped on with Gunshi. Going to see what he's going to do. He should be counter one now. Gets taken down by Swiss. But right now, TCM do have B. They have a 2-cap advantage, so they're going to be gaining 2 points to Exertus' 1 right now, unless Exertus can turn it around.
Flux is going off with this Vector at the moment. Having a look towards B. Does have from his teammates as well. Exertus really trying to get in there. Can't quite get it down though. He does go down though. Flux got killed by Gunshi. And they're really just holding this one down. And there's Gunshi there coming in there with a 3-piece. And 3 members of Exertus do actually go down. And this is looking pretty good. TCM straight from the off already with a 7-point lead with a minute and 20 seconds gone.
Yeah, after Exertus fell to the loser bracket, they've come up against the TCM side that have been playing on that. And you can see the free cap is in effect right now. Just seeing where Exertus are spawning, they are spawning on A, and they are going to have a little bit of difficulty trying to get A back as players come streaming towards them. But they have 2 players on there, Greedy and Perfecto, pick up A, and they're going to be pushing out, trying to get towards B. Looking at the point difference right now, it's 35 to 17. Just over 3 minutes remaining, Todd.
Yeah, that's a big point difference considering we've only been playing for around 2 minutes. So good work by TCM. They're getting all members of Exertus down just momentarily. Swift is getting spawned further towards C, so he may try and get some control over that. He does actually have a teammate with him as well. So they should be able to get a control of C, but A and B is fully in control of TCM.
Yeah,
it's really pretty much TCM are absolutely dominating them here.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the stats, it's still early days, but you can see all of Exertus are negative right now, and all of TCM bar Gunshi are positive. Dodo saying that he's now in the positive figures. Moose and Flux doing most of the work for their team right now. Gunshi's just starting to keep up with them. We're just over the halfway mark, and it's 55 to 24, and TCM are looking to take C again. They have A and B, so if they get this, it will be a free cap. The player does get taken down here. You can see Flux on the offensive, gets taken down by Perfecto, and Swiss is over on A, trying to get that point.
He's not going to get it back though. Somebody is going to come around behind him. Gunshi picking up 2 kills, Moose picking up 1, and this is pretty much absolutely ridiculously dominant from TCM. There's nothing really Exertus can do here. They just TCM capturing the points when they need to, rotating around when they need to, and nothing Exertus. Nothing they can do, essentially. I mean, they're getting the odd kill here and there. Now they're losing C. It's been very often that TCM have been getting the 3 cap more than anything. I mean, Exertus can't even hold a flag down for more than 30 seconds.
Yeah, they're getting swarmed by TCM from all angles. They're looking very disorganized right now. I think the momentum is all in TCM's favor. We can see Viz getting a few shots on there, gets a headshot onto Gunshi. He is on B, but looking at that, he's going to get shut down very quick. They cannot neutralize B at least. They need to just have a really big team push, get some players down, and then establish map control and try and get B. And looking at the map, they are taking A and B. One player's been shot off it though, and you can see Swiss just looking at C because he knows he's losing it.
Well, Perfecto's the last man alive momentarily. He's got some defensive work to do on the B shots being fired. Takes out 1 left in the second as well across train tracks. Not going to have him quite yet. Staying alive though. He is securing B. He's done so well. He was all on his own. And managed to secure that pretty much by himself. So good work by Perfecto. That does get taken down. And TCM going to try and push in there. Viz come around behind. Does not land anything. That is Flux who's going to make the kill on the Swifts.
Yeah, as soon as they get B, good play by Perfecto there. You can see Flux and his teammates just coming swarming in, and they have taken it back straight away. So the point of advantage has been established again. With 46 seconds left on the clock, it looks like they could actually breach 100-point territory. We're going to see how that pans out. Moose with a sweet 2-piece, looking to shoot towards B, but you can't get that one. Gunshi is in behind them. B does go into the hands of Exertus. You can see Flux and Gunshi getting kills there. And Gunshi just rearranging himself after being tagged up, but he has moved on and he's still getting kills. He is on a 2 streak right now. But looking at that, TCM have done the work this first half, Tony. They don't really need to worry about getting B, but I guess they would like the 100 points.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to get. They might get 100 points, maybe. Yeah, they will. They're going to get just about. So it's going to be about a 40-point lead going into the second half. I mean, of course, something that me and Bryce talk about quite a lot is the fact that you can sort of rest on your laurels with a certain advantage. You know, 39 points is something you can really sort of sit back on. You don't need to go all out. I'd imagine TCM won't really care. I mean, if they've won by that much, and that map, I can't see them just sort of sitting back on the 2-cap. You know, they'll probably play the same game.
Yeah, looking at the end stats, you've got Flux 17 and 10, Moose 17 and 7, Gunchi 14 and 12, Marky B having a quiet one, 7 and 8, but he has captured, so he has done some objective work there.
Yeah, well, that's going to be the first half gone, plus 39 as you've written down. Thank you for doing that, because I would have definitely forgot. But TCM looking pretty dominant in the later stages of the losers bracket, because we only have a few more games to come on, and we are running way ahead of schedule. Of course, the final is going to be at 8 PM. That's going to be on the main stage here at iSeries. I'm just waiting on this starting up once again. Predictions for the rest of the game?
Well, looking at that, well, from what I saw, I watched the Epsilon Exertus game earlier, and they got absolutely steamrolled by Epsilon. I thought they was going to put up a harder fight, but if TCM could do the same thing that Epsilon did earlier, I mean, they were all on point, putting their shots down. The communication was excellent, and so was the team. Where Exertus let their heads fall very quickly, and then they got 3-0'd. So if they can just get a game like this S&D, and then bring it back and get their communication going, their momentum going, I don't see why they can't just get blitz away from TCM.
Yeah, I think, you know, especially with S&D as well, it's one of those ones where, you know, you can go into it off a really bad beat and then still win it quite easily. It just depends how good you are at S&D, how it works out against the other team. But we're going to try and get this game started soon. Taking a while for them to sort it out by the looks of things. We'll give it another minute or so, and if not, we'll go to a quick break just in case there is any issues, but I don't think there is.
Yeah, just waiting for the game to restart. We are on system links, so we're just refreshing to see if we can get a game in here.
There we go. And
yeah, I'm blind, can see it now. It's Moose, so we're just going to get into that game, get it loading, and get it on the way as soon as possible.
Well, it's going to be the second half of Domination Freight. This is Tony and Calvin bringing you the game between TCM and Exertus, and TCM looking very, very strong in that first half there. This is, of course, a best out of 5 series. So let's see what TCM can do. I'm going to predict the 3 now. After that, you know, the first half, I mean, looking very, very strong. I mean, we'll go with somebody from Exertus. Let's go with Viz, actually.
Yeah, Viz.
See what it can do.
Viz has been around for quite a while. I remember him at EGL9, which was what I'd say about a year ago now. Put in a strong showing there, but didn't finish it in a high placement. But with this Exertus team, they've been really doing it online. Loads of teams get angry when they do play them, but they're looking to prove that it's not that they don't just do well online. They can bring it to LAN as well, and put in a really good show.
They've gotten this far already. Unfortunately, being dropped in the losers bracket, playing against TCM first is not something you really want to be doing. But let's see what they can do to try and bring this back. The difference is 39, and I'd be very surprised. But here we go, on ball with Viz at the moment. Grenades going towards B and trying to get some control of red straight away. Kutcher comes in, absolutely annihilates him. Well played to him. The Swifts, I'm getting confused too. I keep seeing Orbit Lewis and I'm thinking, obviously that's Marky B, but on ball with Moose now. Trying to push forward TCM. Nobody has control of B at the moment. We'll stay on board with Exertus if we can. And every single player I'm switching to seems to be going down. Get on board with somebody for around 5 seconds before they die. Hopefully on board with Perfecto now. Nobody capturing B just yet. Currently the teams are pretty much tied. Perfecto grenades over.
Yeah, right now it's pretty much a slugfest. Nobody can get true control over the B flag. You can just see on the minimap, if we just bring it up, you'll see that right now all three players of TCM are like in buildings right now trying to hide. They are moving out and around. That is Marky B with the knife onto Swiss. Moose gets a double kill. Gets a Semtex. I believe he got his teammate as well. He's just going to be pushing forward, trying to pick up some players. Swiss is his first victim on his Crusade to see. Trying to look around. He's on 6-2 now. That's a 4-point streak, and he is just pushing through along with Marky B. And their goal is to try and get C at least, but there'll be someone around there that'll try and make it hard for them.
Yeah, TCM back to where they started from the previous half, going for the 3 caps constantly. On board with Moose, but he is going to turn things back round.
You can just see him putting down some shots there. He has tagged up someone so they know where he is on the map, but he is just going to be the distraction. He's going to pull them away from B and try and send some players streaming towards him at C. He hasn't got no trophy system, so he could get nailed, but Perfecto does shut him down. But he has done enough that he has neutralized C, so that means more points for TCM. Yeah, so just hopping on with Marky B now. He's got the Bison in hand. He's looking around. He thinks there's someone that may be at A, so he's just checking. But look, you can see on the mini-map we have the map up in our faces, so we can tell that there's no one there. He's eventually going to move around. We just jumped on with Swifts. Gets eliminated by Flux. And Flux gets a Semtex onto one of the other players. Gunshi gets another one. That's 3 down for TCM. Really trying to get into a gunfight. He does successfully kill Gunshi. But right now TCM have really good map control. You can see that Exertus are stuck around the red while TCM just run rampant around the map.
Yeah, TCM really in a commanding position here, and it's about to turn impossible actually. In about 30 seconds time, if it stays like this, it will be impossible for Exertus to come back from this one. Viz does get taken down by Goji in the back here, and really it's been quite clinical from TCM.
Yeah, the steam train has started up.
Yeah.
When well, I said earlier in the first half how all of Exertus were in negative. It's not a bearing on them, but you can see again they are getting outslain by TCM, and if they're not making the kills, not slaying TCM, they can't really get map control and get out of their spawn. You can see on the mini map they're just essentially spawn trapped right now. Marky B and Moose doing the work there. And you can see they're just committing to one side. They can just break through one side, which they have with Flux, really getting the kill onto him. But Moose is mid-range, trying to put some shots down, and Marky B is making a nuisance of himself with that Bison.
Well, on board with Moose in the minute, defending the centre of the map. Good shots over it. Oh, and the pistol kill as well from Moose. Expecting him to jump over here. He's going to get the triple as well. Not going to happen. Nearly took him down though, really. Well played to take him out eventually, but on board with Lewis here. Bison in hand. Sorry, Lewis, it is of course Marky B. We're going to actually ask him to get his game attack changed if that's possible, but trying to keep the schedule here. Because we are way ahead, so I think they may actually let me. But with Gucci now, MTAR in hand, something we haven't seen as much of as we usually do this weekend. Obviously, the Bison coming out a lot more, as is the Vector.
Yeah, in the early stage of the Call of Duty, you know, most players, SMG players, are happy with the MTAR for its versatility. And the Bison and Vector didn't really compare, but then the Vector's gotten a buff, the Bison's gotten even more of a buff, so they're two effective SMGs reintroduced in competitive play, really. And you can put just on with Moose, got a Remington, just put some shots down. Gunshi's running the MTAR, really put some shots down, but he hasn't been taken down. That was Viz that got killed. Moose is just sitting middle map. They've got a 2-cap lead. They don't need to worry. 45 seconds left, and they are up by 35 plus 39 from the first side. So they're really in the driver's seat. I think they're 74 up, as I said that.
Well, it is of course 36 points a minute as far as I'm aware if you get the 3-cap. So realistically, it is all over now. It's 72 points in 2 minutes. They're way behind, and it's not going to happen for Exertus. That's going to be 1-0 TCM in the closing stages of this map now. Moose, 16-7 from this guy. Just been lingering around mid-map with that AR. Played fantastically well. Just having a scout around for a few more players, trying to pick some more kills here. Missing a couple of shots there, does eventually pick up the kill. Looking for a pistol kill or two though. Not going to happen, he does get shut down. But well played to Moose in that second half. Very convincing from TCM.
Yeah, it was Moose on both halves who did well. I think he got 17 kills in the first half as well. So well over 30 kills, 17 and 8. Most kills, least deaths. Got a capture as well. Done the objective, and he is your final kill cam.
Well, there we go. Round-ending kill cam from Moose. That's going to be 1-0 in this best out of 5 series. Do not go anywhere. We've got map number 2 coming up after this.